care. The change is coming, I promise you. But I tell you what, if you really want to piss me off, give me permission to do something, and then when I do it, say you didn't give me permission. It's your girl, Tina Wolf, bookwithtina.com. Let's talk about it. Or as everyone is saying now, let's get into it. So when I think about communication, the lines of communication, and how to minimize heavy confrontations, misinterpretations, and these type of unpleasant situations, I think about how many times we allow ourselves to create others' experiences without their permission. This gets us in a whole lot of trouble. A whole lot of trouble. So I want you to ask yourself, looking back on some of the unpleasant conversations you've had, aka arguments, aka heavy conflicts, aka serious debates, aka I'm trying to prove my point to you, aka I know better than you do, aka you think you're always right. Let's talk about that. So, have you ever, I just want you to pick one situation. We're not going to go back. We're not going to beat up ourselves into that. But I want you to pick one situation that was really heavy. Okay? Let's get some epiphanies. One situation, and we're not talking, remember, we're never coming from a place of force. We're always going to come from a place of by choice. We're talking about by choice situations. Pick a choice where there was a disagreement, right? And I want you to go back in your mind, and I want you to say, in that particular disagreement, that conflict, that argument, that unpleasant experience, was there miscommunication because the person that you were communicating with gave you permission to do something, and then you did it, and then they acted like, I didn't tell you you could do that? Or the comment comes in and says, oh, well, I mean, you can do that, but don't include me, right? After you've asked for permission. Now, this has happened to me before. Now, there's probably some type of psychological term for this. You guys, please feel free to put that in the comments, because I love to learn and grow. And that's fine. Because what do you call it when you ask somebody's permission to create something on their behalf, and they come back and say, I didn't tell you to do that? What's that called? What's it called, right? Sometimes you got to get permission first. Make sure there's a clear understanding. If you have an idea for a person, because a lot of us, and I'm saying us is because I'm still working on it, sometimes we want to fix. We want to fix people. We want to help them to progress and to move forward. And sometimes we tend to do that without their permission. And because we are doing that without their permission, when they don't follow through and do what we say, or do what we feel is best for them, now it's a problem. Well, I want you to do this, but did you get permission? Are you a person who is I gotta fix it person in somebody else's life? Right? Do you find yourself saying, I have all these outside influences, and because I have all these outside influences, I need to take time and fix their stuff, because if I fix what is going on around me, then I don't have to take time to fix myself, right? Now, this comes with a grain of salt, so don't just take this to heart. Evaluate the situation first. Are you really fixing everybody that's on the outside of you because you don't want to fix yourself? Or are you fixing everybody on the outside of you because you're fixing yourself and they are changing because of your growth? Okay, now that can be broken down like a couple different ways. Control. We've talked about this before. If you've ever taken words, okay, because this is how we're going to flip, change definitions and all these different type of things, so we can change your experience that you're having in your life, right? By simply changing definitions. Please sign up for the class, My Magic Words, okay? So if you are, let's see, how can I want to keep the examples really easy and keep the examples really light. So let's say you are saying to yourself, right? I'm going to make this change in my life. And by changing in your life for this particular thing, it's going to cause the people outside of you to view you differently. It's going to cause the people outside of you to make a change and make decisions. Okay. Anytime you make a change in your life or make a decision, you have control. What is control? Control is the power to influence a person or a situation. That's what control is. By just being yourself, make sure you put that addendum on there. We're never going to talk about by force. We're going to talk about by choice. Now, I've talked to you guys about the Forrest Gump effect. If you don't know what the Forrest Gump effect, I guess I'm going to have to go back and make a video on that, but we're not going to get into that right now. But what we're going to talk about is the short version, which is, if you've ever seen Forrest Gump, okay, there's a scene in there where he decides today for him, for himself one day, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. And he starts running. And at first everybody's laughing at him, giving him a hard time, making fun of him. But he just keeps going regardless of what everybody is saying. And then people start joining in. Hey, can I run with you? And then more people keep coming in and more people keep coming in. And all these people are coming in. Now, this is some powerful control right here. Powerful, because all he's doing is being himself. He's just running, and people are like, I want to get down with that. I want some of that right there. That is the Forrest Gump effect. Shout out to Isoki, my homegirl, for bringing that to my attention, right? Control is the power to influence a person or a situation by just being yourself. If you are making the type of change within yourself that externally, and I'm gonna keep repeating this, externally changes your environment, this is okay. This type of a change is A1. It's perfect. Now, it's going to cause people that is in your environment to look at you differently. Because when that Forrest Gump type of control is taking effect, people are going to get with the program with you, or they're going to fall off, right? Without you having to say a word. I have my energy set up, and my energy says, you're going to eliminate yourself. If you ain't getting with the program, I don't even have to explain it to you. Say less. You're going to feel uncomfortable. Intentionally, you are going to feel uncomfortable in my presence because you are not in alignment with me. And so you therefore are going to eliminate yourself. Some people take this to heart and they be like, man, this person quit speaking to me. You have to create solutions for yourself. And what I realized and identified about myself is, you know what, Tina? It should not disturb you or disrupt your mindset or your peace when people fall off and disappear without explanation, aka ghosting, right? And so that's why I have come up with that mindset of, my energy is working. It is eliminating people from my life, and those people are eliminating themselves because they are not in alignment. This is how you balance yourself, right? Now that's the good kind of control right there. That is the good type of control. So let's talk about the unpleasant experience type of control that we're not supposed to be doing. Okay, let's get into this. If you are trying to change everybody around you, and an example of this would be, we're going to keep it light. I don't like that you wearing them red shoes every day. Them red shoes is raggedy to me. I want you to change that. I want you to change it in order to make me happy. I don't like that blue shirt that you're wearing. I want you to wear a purple shirt. Because wearing a purple shirt is going to make me happy. You brushing your teeth with that green toothpaste, and I want you to brush your teeth with white toothpaste. And in order for me to be happy, you need to change that. Now see, this is where you mess up right here. This is where you mess up. This is where you're trying to force your environment. You're trying to force influence. You are trying to control by forcing people to do what you want. Now, if this message is not for you, that's good. Go on and throw some tips in the comments. Put the tips in there. This is how I influence people. Because pure control that is not by force means you got that Forrest Gump effect going. Now, that's power. When you are just being yourself, minding your own lovely business. And people is like, I want some of what you got. Teach me. Show me. What is your blueprint? Right? This unhealthy way of trying to control what's outside of you, I want you to take a look, if this is you, all the things that you're trying to change about other people, make a list. You know what? They toenail irritate me. If they toenail irritate you, write that down and then go look at your toenail. Is your toenail right in your life? Is your toenail satisfactory? You know what? I want you to change that red shirt and wear a purple shirt. Are you wearing purple shirts? And if you like, I'm saying that because that's what I want them to do. I don't need to do it. No. Let's see. Do you need to change your shirt? Do you need to change your color? Like, do you need to change these things? If it is excessive, and I'm not just talking about, and stop doing that, and ask them if you can do that first, okay? But if you're giving suggestions all the time to everybody that is around you, and every time you get around somebody, you're trying to fix them externally, like you're literally taking energy away from yourself to give to somebody else that did not ask you to do it, and distract yourself. Now, I made other videos called Distraction is Dangerous. Feel free to go back and watch that, right? Distraction is because I can't get into that. But if you find yourself doing that, get permission first. If you're going to take energy out of your day, make sure that you are in alignment with that person. You know what? I woke up this morning, you was on my mind. I know you've been working on changing your outfit. And can I make a suggestion to you? Can I share with you something? Because if you share that something with that person, they may be open to it. And if they're not open to it, don't be mad. Just say, you know what? Thank you for hearing me out. Namaste. Take your energy and go put it back into something that is benefiting you, because so many times that dangerous distraction is keeping you from moving forward and doing things for yourself in your life. Hallelujah. Anyway, which is what me and my friends say, my bestie say. Stop giving of your energy without the permission of the other person. Stop it. I literally stopped. I was fixing to go do something, and the get permission was on me so tough this morning. I felt that I needed to come on here and give it to y'all raw. Normally I like to be nice and give y'all some honey, but today, no, stop it. And if there is somebody in your life even if it's me, even if it's gonna hurt my feelings, if I am doing things on your behalf without your permission, it's time to have that conversation. Because sometimes doing things so much for other people dangerously distracts you from taking care of yourself, that your energy becomes so low that you cannot live in your overflow. Hallelujah. Anyway, what? I've been there where I'm not giving from my overflow and I'm taking for myself and giving to others. Stop it. If that is you, stop it. If it is not you, heart emoji. Have a conversation with a person that is giving you this experience, if that's what you need, in a nice and kind way, as my mom would say, in a nice and kind way. Remember, getting permission is the number one rule in your relationships with your family, friend, coworker, and romantic mate. If you start doing this practice going forward, I promise you your life will change. It's a lifestyle change, and it's going to take a minute if you're not used to doing this already. And do not attach the energy of, I just don't give a fuck anyway. I just care about myself. I ain't got time to care. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We are releasing and loving in peace. We are not going through all these negative emotions, right? Right? Negative meaning the opposite of how we want. Okay. It blinked off for a second. I love you guys. My website is bookwithtina.com. Okay. Who is that? No one here. Who you talking to? Oh. Okay. So anyway, if you need help, I got you. Go to my website, bookwithtina.com, and I can help you to create the boundaries that you need to create in your life, because that's what I do. It's what I'm good at, and I love what I do, right? If you want to share some of the experiences that you have and the tips and tricks on asking about getting permission from somebody first, do that. Do that. Because anybody that comes across here and they see that, it's going to help them. And then it's also going to help me too. So like, share, subscribe, be interactive. Okay. And if you need a session, I got you. I highly recommend my class, my magic words, on my website, and sign up for that. Okay. Let me see, because some people have posted some stuff, and let's see. I love y'all. Oh, shout out. Shout out to the scrollers. Haters make you famous, and I love it. So you guys have a good time. Share this video with somebody that will help you to move forward in your life. And also share this with somebody that may need to hear what is being said, right? I love you guys. You have an awesome and amazing day. Be great, be wonderful, and make time for yourself and get permission. Love you. Heart emojis to the world. Mwah.